All right, good afternoon everybody. Thank you so much for joining. This is our final week of Ku-ring-gai Council Lockdown Live Yoga. My name is Georgia, if we haven't met before, and today we are in the beautiful Wahroonga Park. It is such a vibe here today. So come on down if you are local. Manicured gardens, we've got the lots going on. So for our final week, if you were with us last week, we kind of went into some yin yoga. So we're going to come back to slightly more active style, but more than anything, we are just here to move, to breathe, and to have fun. So let's get started in a comfortable seated position, cross-legged if you can. And we'll take our chin mudra to begin. So the forefingers and thumbs to touch. Maybe starting to roll your shoulders back and forth. And the invitation here is to gently close down the eyes. And once you've had a few rolls of the shoulders, beginning to come into some stillness. So ensuring your shoulders are down, relaxed away from the ears. And just start to feel with each breath in, as you elongate, lengthen through the spine. As if there's a little string attached to the top of your head, lifting your crown a little taller. And with each breath out, heavy through the sit bones, and feeling into the connection between your body and the earth. And starting to tune in and just checking in with how you're feeling today. Not only through the physical layer of the body, but of equal importance, the mental and emotional layers. Notice whatever is arising for you today. Allow yourself permission to feel into that. And then with just as much ease, we let it all go. Let's take one final deep breath in together. Into clearing, deep breath out. And gently blinking open the eyes. Welcome to your practice. So we will be sitting just a little bit longer. So if you'd like to cross over your legs the other way, feel free. And if you've joined us for the last few weeks, you might be familiar with our alternate nostril breathing. And if you're not, don't worry, it's super easy. So we're going to take our right hand, the two peace fingers rest above the brow, the right thumb above your right nostril, and then your ring finger over the left. So just releasing, letting go of any breath you might have held. And then you'll block the right nostril, inhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Block the left, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 4. Block both, hold, 4. Exhale left, 4. Inhale left, 4. Block both, hold, 4. Exhale right, 4. Inhale right, 4. Block both, hold, 4. Exhale left, 4. Final round. Inhale left, 4. Block both, hold, 4. Exhale, right, 4. Inhale, right, 4. Lock both, hold, 4. Exhale, left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently releasing both of your palms back down to the lap. You draw your chin towards the chest. And just take a moment here to really absorb the effects of that pranayama or breathing technique within your body. Take one final deep breath in. And a clearing deep breath out. Gently lifting the chin back up. And then from here, coming into our more active yoga. So your inhale breath, let's take the arms, reach them up towards the sky. Exhale to take your right palm onto the left knee. And the left palm just behind you. Taking a seated spinal twist here. For the inhale, we lift and lengthen. Got some pigeons today. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. One more this side. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently release. Come back up through center. Inhale, reaching the arms back up to the sky. And exhale, left palm onto the right knee. Right palm just behind. And then using your breath the same way. So that inhale breath, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. One more on this side. And then slowly unraveling. Come back up through center, deep breath in. And this time your exhale breath, left palm or forearm down towards the ground. Spin the chest, the heart open towards the sky. And just creating a really long line. So all the way from your right hip through to the tops of the right fingertips. Take one more breath here. And then slowly release, come back through center. Deep breath in. Exhale, same on the other side. So right palm or forearm towards the earth. And then creating that same long line all the way from your left hip through to the left fingertips. Final breath here. And then slowly, as you inhale, reaching the fingertips back up. Exhale to take a gentle, passive forward fold here. So relaxing through the head and the neck. Inhale, slowly feeling up through the spine. And from here, we'll cross over the ankles and come straight into our tabletop position as we prepare for some rounds of cat-cow. So palms will stack underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips, finding your neutral spine. Then on your inhale breath, start to dip the belly, scoop the tailbone up, opening through the chest. Exhale to tuck the tailbone in and under, rounding through the spine as you press the ground away. Inhale to come back through to your cow pose. Exhale to round. Try to spread your shoulder blades apart. Inhale through to the back bend. Exhale to round. And then we'll do one final round. Inhale, try to make it your deepest opening yet. And then your exhale, rounding all the way. So return, come back through neutral. And take a little bit of a side to side release. You'll walk your left palm into the middle of the mat from here. Now stable as you can through the hips, even though they'll want to get involved. Inhale, breath, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, we thread the needle, pulsation. Inhale, breath to reach the right fingertips back up to the sky. Exhale to melt the right shoulder. Final one. Inhale, see if you can twist a little deeper this time through your upper body. Exhale, this time we stay. So the right shoulder melts in towards the ground. You can walk your left palm up and overhead like so, or perhaps taking a bind. So just looking for a little bit of a release through the thoracic part of the spine, through the shoulders. One final breath on this side. And then you'll slowly start to release the bind if you have it. Left palm presses back down into the ground. Inhale, breath, one final counter pose, reach, reach, reach. And exhale back through center. Well done. We'll do the same on the other side. So this time, right palm presses into the middle of the mat. Your inhale breath, left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale to thread the needle, left shoulder down to the ground. Inhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Exhale to melt. Final one, try to make this your deepest opening. Inhale, left fingertips back up towards the sky. Then your exhale breath, this time we stay. So left shoulder all the way down to the ground. Option to extend your right arm overhead, or perhaps taking the same bind. So the right palm on top of the sacrum, wrapping around to the left hip crease. Breathing wherever you've gone to. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently release that right palm, pressing down to the earth. Inhale to counter pose, left fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale back through center. Well done. Now from here, just taking any little movements that feels good for your body. Start to walk your palms a little further out now. Wrapping the elbow creases forward. Press the ground away with the palms. You'll tuck the toes and then send your hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. So 3 breaths here. This one, as always, you might like to pedal out the feet. Walking the dog. Try to make each breath a little longer and deeper than the last. One more breath in together. One more breath out. Inhale, start to tiptoe the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Taking your time to arrive. You take the feet out nice and wide, generous bend in the knees, and just allow the whole upper body to relax here. You might like to take this one into your Ragdoll Pose and just tune into your body here. So some of us might naturally begin to sway or rock from side to side. But equally, if it's stillness that your body's craving, just allow your body to be the guide here. Shaking the head no, nodding yes. Just really dissolving any tension. Take your final breath in. And your exhale, gently release the fingertips down towards the ground. We root to rise. So pressing down through the feet. Slow motion, begin to peel the spine up. Vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck will be last to rise. And then once you arrive, we'll come back to those little rolls through the shoulders. Now bringing the feet a little closer towards each other, arms by your side for our mountain pose, Tadasana. Now your inhale breath, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale, right fingertips wrap around the left palm and just opening up for a side body bend. Feeling that stretch down the left side line. Slowly, as you inhale, returning back through center. And exhale, left fingertips around the right wrist, opening up for a side body bend. Take one more breath in. And gently releasing, come back up through center. Deep breath in as you reach. And then your exhale, a beautiful little release for the upper body from side to side. Just let the arms be loose, limber. And then slowly coming back through neutral. Big toes to touch. Once again, the hands by your sides. Standing tall in your mountain pose. And taking just 3 breaths. So grounding down through the feet, spread through the toes. And lifting up nice and tall through the crown. Let the breath center you within your body. One more breath in. One more breath out. Our sun salutation variation. Inhale breath. We reach the arms up to the sky, gazing to the thumbs. Exhale to slowly hinge from the hips and lower all the way down into your forward fold. Inhale breath. Take a halfway lift as you lengthen the spine. Exhale to forward fold. We'll do 2 more like that. Inhale breath to lift and lengthen. Exhale to forward fold. Last one. Inhale, staying nice and long through the spine. And this time as you exhale, palms press down to the ground. Step 1 foot back, then the other. And then finding your high plank position. So shoulders stack over the wrists. Inhale breath. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. You'll untuck the toes as you arrive. And your inhale coming up to your Cobra pose. Exhale to lower. We'll do 2 more like that. Inhale breath to lift through the chest. Exhale to lower. Final one, inhale. This time we'll stay, so option to remain. Otherwise, maybe lifting the palms up off the ground. Squeezing the glutes. Tops of the feet press down. One more breath in. And then exhale, gently release. Palms press underneath the shoulders. Let's take it back to a brief child's pose. So hips back towards the heels. Forehead melts down. And breathe. One more deep breath in. One more clearing breath out. Inhale, slowly peel forward. We'll tuck the toes, send the hips high. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Pressing the palms into the ground. Lifting the hips up high towards the sky. Encouraging your heels towards the earth. And breathe. One more inhale together. And exhale. Sigh it out, let it go. Your inhale breath. Let's take the right leg high for a 3-legged dog. So square through the hips, lifting that right leg as high as you can. Exhale to tiger curl. Step the right foot between the hands, finding runner's lunge first. So once you're sturdy through the feet, your inhale breath, start to lift up for a high crescent lunge. So the fingertips reach up towards the sky, lifting up and out of the chest. Exhale to see if you can sink a little lower. Now a little different today, taking a pulsation. So your inhale, we lift and lengthen through center. And exhale, start to open the arms and twist to the right. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, opening to the right. One more inhale. And your exhale, option to remain as you are, or the right fingertips down the left leg. Left fingertips reach up and overhead. So a little bit of a back bend, a little bit of a twist. Hold for one more breath in. And exhale, cartwheeling the arms down. Step the right foot back to a high plank position. Now this time, we'll lower the knees to the ground. Find cow with the back, like a little back bend. And then slowly melt the chest, the chin. Bum will stay nice and high. Inhale to slither on forward. This time to a full Cobra pose. Legs stay on the ground. Arms are straight, pressing into the ground. And exhale, start to tuck the toes. Send the hips back up to the sky. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale, this time the left leg high up towards the sky for a 3-legged dog. So lifting as high as you can, square through the hip, and exhale, tiger curl, that left knee, step the left foot between the hands, finding your runner's lunge. And then once you're stable, the inhale breath, lifting on up for your high crescent lunge. So the arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale to sink a little lower. Then we add our pulsation. So the inhale, high up through center. Exhale, this time we open out the arms to the left. Inhale, arms reach back through center. Exhale, twisting to the left. One more, inhale, arms reach back through center. Then your exhale breath, option to stay. Otherwise, left fingertips down the right leg, right arm reaches up and over. So just like before, think twist, think back bend. One more breath in. Then your exhale, slowly cartwheel the arms down to the ground. Step the left foot back to your high plank position. Lower the knees to the ground. Find cow with the back, like our little back bend. And then slowly melt the chest, the chin. Bum stays up nice and high. Inhale, breath. Lifting up through your high cobra. And exhale. Once again, coming back to your downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, hips up towards the sky. And 3 breaths. In and out through the nose. And just noticing any sensation through your body. Maybe feeling a little more heat. A little more energy. Let's take one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, right leg high for your 3-legged dog. And exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose. Step the right foot between the hands, finding that runner's lunge-like shape. Now, just like before, your inhale breath, we lift on up to high crescent. Only visiting this time, but try to reach up nice and high with the arms. And on your exhale breath, the hands will travel through heart center. Slowly begin to hinge your torso forward. So we're on like a little diagonal now. Gazing down towards the right toe tips. Inhale to prepare. And then your exhale, lifting the back leg off, coming to your warrior 3. So torso and back leg parallel to the ground. Keep strong through that grounded foot. And if you wobble, that's completely normal. Slowly start to take your left fingertips down to the ground, but keep your left leg nice and high. And then see if you can reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. For our revolved half moon pose. Take one more breath in. Then your exhale, gently release. Right fingertips can come down to the ground. On your inhale breath, take your hands back through heart center. Left knee travels in towards the chest. Fingertips release towards the sky for our Stalk Pose. So 2 options from here, yogis. Option number 1, your right palm can wrap around this left knee like a little hug. Then the left arm reaches behind. So we're really focusing on this twist through the upper part of your body. Or option 2, if you have a little more space, right palm on the outside of your left foot. And then keep on reaching that left arm out behind you. Take your final breath in, whichever variation you've taken. And then slowly start to release the bind, releasing back to your Stalk Pose, fingertips up towards the sky. Now we reverse that motion. Hands travel back through heart center. And then slowly see if you can hinge from the hips, lean the torso forward, step high onto the ball of that left foot. Inhale breath, just like a high crescent lunge. And then this time we're going to open out to the left side. So we're on the long edge of the mat now. So your arms are parallel. Feet are slightly pigeon-toed. So the big toes in, heels slightly apart. Take a deep breath in here. Then your exhale, let's hinge forward with the torso. And just taking your palms underneath the shoulders and allowing the upper body to relax. So you're welcome to stay in stillness here, or if you'd like to add a pulsation, on your inhale breath, lift high up onto the fingertips, lengthen the spine. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale breath to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Last one, inhale breath. Then your exhale, this time we stay. So remain strong through the legs. And let your whole upper body relax. Taking one more deep breath in. Clearing breath out. Inhale, coming back to that halfway lift just for a moment. Now really trust yourself here. If you don't, you can always pivot to the front of the mat. But we're going to turn to the back of your mat. So coming to your runner's lunge. Deep bend in your left knee. Right leg is straightened. And then once you feel stable, inhale. Reaching the arms up, back into your high crescent lunge. Now remember, we're not staying for too long here. And then on your next exhale, hands will travel through heart center. Now we switch those legs on. Begin to hinge your torso forward. So creating that same little diagonal line with your body. Inhale, breath to prepare. And then on your exhale, arriving into your warrior three. So torso and back leg parallel or thereabouts to the earth. And trying to keep your drishti or your gaze nice and focused. One more breath in. And then your exhale will be the right fingertips down to the ground. Keeping this back leg nice and high. And then maybe the left fingertips reach up towards the sky. So back in our revolved or our twisted half moon. Well done, everybody. Start to bring your left fingertips back down to the ground. Gently bend your right knee. Hands will come through heart center. Lifting back up towards your Stalk Pose. And then same options as before. So option one, you can hug that right knee in with the left palm, reaching your right arm behind you. Or option two, if there's a little more space, left palm wraps around the outer edge of your right foot. And just deepening into that upper body twist. If you fall out, you can always come back in. Just one more breath. And then gently releasing the bind. Right knee back in towards the nose. Fingertips towards the sky. Deep breath in here. And then your exhale. We reverse that motion once again. Step high onto the ball of your right foot. Inhale, the arms will reach back to high crescent, but just for a moment. And then slowly back to the long edge of your mat. So slightly pigeon-toed with the feet. Inhale, breath, arms are parallel to the ground. And then this time take an interlace. So the hands are clasped behind your back. Send the hips forward, open the chest. And exhale, slowly hinge forward. Just providing your shoulders and the chest with a little bit of an opening. A little bit of a release. Final breath. And then ever so slowly start to release the interlace. Inhale to take a halfway lift. Right palm will press into the middle of the ground here. And then slowly, left fingertips up towards the sky. Now this is option 1 here, and is already quite a strong twist. But if you want a little bit more, you might like to take your right palm around the left ankle, and then adding on a bind as well. So it doesn't really matter how deep you go in this one. Just choosing something that feels good for your body. Take your final breath. And slowly begin to release. Come back through center. Now this time, the left palm into the ground. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky. Twist. And then option 2, maybe the left palm travels to the right ankle. And then adding in that same bind. So the right palm towards the left hip crease. And breathe. One more inhalation. And exhale, slowly come back through center. Ooh, well done everyone. Inhale to take your halfway lift. And then we're just gonna kind of meander ourselves back to the front of the mat. Let's step it back through to a down dog. Pedaling out the legs if you need. And you'll all be pleased to know from here, we'll take a collective child's pose. So the knees will come out nice and wide, big toes to touch. And then allowing your whole body to relax. Very well deserved break here. Softening with each breath in and deepening into the pose with each breath out. Noticing whatever is arising. And then letting all of that go through your breath out. Slowly begin to walk your fingertips over to the right. It's a little bit of a twisted child's pose to keep in theme with today's class. Feeling a little bit of a stretch down your left sideline. And then slowly coming back through center on your inhale breath. Exhale, walking over to the left this time. So feeling into that same release on the opposite side. Inhale to come back through center from your child's pose. And then slowly start to peel the torso up, tuck the toes, send the hips back up to the sky, downward facing dog. Starting to slow down the practice now. Some stretches to cool our bodies down. On your inhale breath, take the right leg high up towards the sky for a three-legged dog. And your exhale, right knee behind the right wrist. And setting up for your pigeon pose. So today, continuing with these pulsations, your inhale breath, almost as if it's a little back bend here. And then your exhale, just bend the elbows and take your head towards the ground, not staying for too long. Inhale to lift on up. And exhale, that same pulsation down. Final one, inhale back through to your active pigeon pose. Then your exhale, this time we stay. So melting all the way down to whatever feels good for your body. So it can be forearms, maybe the forehead. But the target area here is just a bit of a release for your outer hip and for the glutes, whilst simultaneously providing the spine with a gentle stretch. Take your final deep breath in. To clearing deep breath out. Inhale, slowly start to peel the upper body to upright. Roll onto the outer edge of your right hip. Swivel the left leg out in front of you. And coming to our Janushasana. So the right foot inside of the left thigh, toe tips towards the face. And your inhale breath, we lift and lengthen. Exhale to hinge from the hips, lead with the chest, melting into however passive or active you like your forward fold to be. Just releasing through your back, or the back of your left leg, the hamstring. And also deep opening for your right hip. Start to take your final breath here. Final breath out. And slowly start to peel the spine up. You'll cartwheel that right palm out behind you. Press it into the ground as you lift the hips up high. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Beautiful stretch and opening for your side body. Take a deep breath in, see if you can lift your hips a little higher. And your exhale breath, hips back down towards the ground. You'll take your right knee towards the midline. Start to hug your right knee. Hook it into your left elbow crease. Then your right palm just pressing out behind you. So a different variation of a seated spinal twist. And anytime we're working with the spine, whether it's chest opening, back bends, or twists, they're really great ways to undo a lot of the kind of habits we pick up in modern day life. Take one more breath in, and then your exhale, gently unravel, come to a little D-rotate. So palms press over to the left. Coming back up through center, you'll cross over the ankles, and then come back to your downward facing dog. So hips up towards the sky, Pedaling out the feet if you need, if that feels good. And then calming into the same on the other side. So your inhale breath, send that left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee behind that left wrist. Setting up for your pigeon pose. So just like before, we're adding the pulsation today. So high up onto the fingertips, like a little back bend, inhale. Exhale to bend at the elbows, head towards the ground. Two more. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Opening through the chest. And exhale to lower on down. Final one. Inhale breath, lifting and lengthening. Exhale to melt and lower all the way down. This time you can stay on the forearms. You might like to take it a little lower onto the forehead. The invitation here is to really just tune into your body. Honoring exactly where you are and what it needs from you today. One more breath in your sleeping swan. One more breath out. Inhale. The chest slowly starts to peel on up. This time we're rolling onto the outer edge of your left hip. The right leg will swivel around. Left foot presses on the inside of that right leg. And then toe tips towards the face. Your inhale breath, lifting and lengthening. Reaching the arms up high. Exhale to hinge and lower into either a passive or active forward fold. So whatever feels good for you today. Allowing your body to be the guide. Relaxing the head and the neck. Softness through your jaw. Inhale, gently peel your spine back on up. Well done, everybody. This time you'll take the left palm, cartwheel it out behind you. Press the hips up towards the sky and reach and lengthen the right arm up and overhead. Feeling that same opening through the side body. Inhale to lift the hips up a little higher. And exhale slowly back down to the ground. The left knee will come into the midline, flexing and active through your right foot. And then you're hugging your left knee in with the right elbow this time. Left palm gently out behind you. And really utilizing the breath here. Once again, the inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale to twist a little deeper. And any home workers, any office workers, this is the one for you. So let's take one more breath together. And then gently start to unravel. We'll take a little D-rotate, this time over towards the right. Calming back up through center. And then slowly scooching your hips up so you've got enough room to lie down behind you. Start to gently peel the spine down. to lie down from here. Keep your knees pointing up towards the sky. And to add a little stretch for our hip flexors. So we have our hips, knees, ankles all in one line, setting up for what we call bridge pose in yoga. So pressing down through the feet, palms gently by your sides, and then on your inhale breath, start to press the feet down to the ground, slowly peeling the spine, lifting the hips up as high as you can. So almost imagining like there's a block or a brick between the knees, and you don't want to drop it. So we're making sure the quadriceps and the glutes are engaged. Inhale, breath, see if you can lift a little bit higher. Then your exhale, gently start to peel the spine all the way down to lie down. Now same again. You're welcome to do exactly what we've just done, or if you want a little more, we can take an interlace with the hands. So the same entry, pressing down through the feet. Inhale, breath, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Maybe we stay like so, or you can roll onto the shoulder blades, take your interlace, and then just deepen a little further. Imagining your little block between the thighs, squeezing all of that energy in. One more breath in. And then gently release the interlace if you have it. The exhale breath, slowly coming back down, all the way to lie down. Well done. Then from here, let's take our right leg up towards the sky, crossing the ankle over the left thigh. Then option to just press your right palm into the thigh, or you might like to take an interlace behind that left leg. So a little bit of a hip opener, and a release for the left hamstring. Take one more breath in. And exhale, keeping that figure four like shape. Just taking your left foot down to the ground. Scoot your hips ever so slightly to the left. And then allow both of your knees to fall over to the right. Cactusing the arms out with the palms facing up. Just taking a little bit of a twisted roots variation. Release for spine once again. And if you can start to make each breath a little longer and deeper than the last. Gently release, come back through center. You can unravel the legs, bringing your hips back into the middle. And then same on the other side. So the left leg extends, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And option one, you can stay. Or option two, adding on that little interlace behind the right leg. Breathing into that beautiful spacious opening through the left hip and or the right hamstring. Relaxing the shoulders. And then slowly keeping the figure four like shape. The right foot will make its way back down to the ground. Now hips ever so slightly to the right. And then same as before. The knees will fall over to the left, keeping that cactus-like shape in the arms. And just breathing. One more breath in. Exhale. Gently release. Come back through center. Let's unravel the legs. Hips back in towards the middle. And then I'm going to suggest, before we bring it down to our Shavasana, maybe a knee to chest, maybe a happy baby, whatever feels good for your body. And then in your own time, once you've had a couple of breaths there, starting to extend the legs out, nice and wide, palms facing up towards the sky. Maybe a gentle rock and sway. The head and neck from side to side. Each inhalation, sending your breath and your awareness through to the base of the spine. Each exhalation, softening, deepening into the pose. Shavasana. And start to very gently deepen your breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Guiding some gentle awareness and movement back into your body. Fingertips, toes, head and neck from side to side. And reaching your arms up and overhead. Leaning through the toes for a full body stretch. Take your deepest breath in like you've just woken up. And exhale, letting it all go. And draw your knees in towards the chest. One final little hug and squeeze. Showing your body some love for all of the amazing things it does. You gently roll over to one side and then just spend a moment or so as your body reconnects its natural rhythm and state of breath. Press your way back up to where we started in a comfortable seated position. And let's take our left hand over the heart space, the right palm gently pressing in towards the earth. With the eyes closed down, noticing the gentle pulsation of your heart as it beats against the left hand. The grounding and support of the earth below your right. And calling to mind just one thing in your life that you're grateful for today. And take one final deep breath in together. Clearing exhale. Let it all go. Draw the hands to heart center, expressing gratitude to yourselves, to each other, to the beautiful community of Ku-ring-gai, and for allowing yourselves this time to create new space, not only within the body, but also within the mind. And to that we bow. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We are at the gorgeous Wahroonga Park once again. It is, yeah, as I said, such a beautiful vibe today. So if you are local, come and check it out. Thank you to Ku-ring-gai Council for putting this amazing last few weeks on. It's been a pleasure to practice with you all online. And yeah, have a beautiful day, have a beautiful weekend, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks so much for joining. Bye, everybody.